That's the sound of a big deal. At Wayfair, that sound happens a lot. Dream sofa for half the price? Big deal. New dining table you've been eyeing for months? Big deal. Finally picking up those last few pieces and finishing that bedroom? Now that's a really big deal. Whatever your home needs, Wayfair has the selection, the savings, and over millions of 5-star reviews to back it up. Shop Wayfair.com today before someone else snags your big deal.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
What business startups can you kick off right now on your own? Stay tuned to find out.
Welcome.
Okay, here's the question.
Serious?
How are we dark horses? You know, the ones everyone is betting against, the ones they don't expect to win, place, or even show on the track, and they'll even laugh on us when we talk about trying. How do we show the world our greatness and triumph?
Come on.
Well, that's the question, and this podcast will give you the answers.
Let's go.
This is The Dark Horse Entrepreneur. My name is Tracy Brinkman.
And push it up.
Hello, my Dark Horse friends and family. Welcome back to your daily dose of Start It Yourself Right Now Learning. I'm your Dark Horse host, Tracy Brinkman, and you? Well, that's infinitely more important. You are a driven entrepreneur or one in the making, and you're here because you're ready to start, restart, kickstart, or just start leveling up with some great marketing, personal, or business tips and results in order to build that beautiful business of yours into the empire it absolutely deserves to be. And that's why I'm here hitting you with another daily success episode on the Dark Horse Entrepreneur as we dive deep into success with actionable tips, advice, and steps designed to help you level up your game. Because as we already know, there are no shortcuts to success except for taking those little steps towards your goal every single day. So I wanted to come at you today with a little bit of a different angle, right? We can talk about how there's all these things you need to do and the mindset things and the budgeting things and the marketing things. Well, dude, what if I don't even have my entrepreneurial journey started yet? I mean, because you might not, right? And I think having a business of our own is a dream that is, for so many of us, it's common and it's obvious, right? And I think if you think about it right now with the craziness that's happened here in 2020, the opportunities abound for successful entrepreneurs, right? And there are lots of ambitious people out there. You can see them dropping out of the mainstream, right, and starting to build a business that they really are going to be passionate about or are passionate about. And I mean, so many businesses start out of one man or one woman's idea. I mean, Facebook started as one guy's idea, right? Microsoft, Apple, right? We've all heard the stories and seen maybe the documentaries and the movies about all these wonderful startups that turn into these huge adventures. And whether or not you really want your entrepreneurial journey to be that level of world impacting, just being able to get out there and do something that you're passionate about and maybe bring in a couple extra dollars and more importantly, being able to impact, positively touch and help those that you are looking to touch and help is definitely a huge motivator. So I want to come at you with a few startup ideas that you can start right now. I think probably one of the easiest and first what I want to drop on you is, blogging. And that could be vlogging, right, too, with a V. With the past, with how things have just turned digital this and digital that, it really could be a huge opportunity here. But you have to pause for a moment, right, and think about some of the things you'll have to invest in. You have to invest in a domain name, right? What are you going to call it? Something catchy, something SEO wise, and then hosting, where you're going to host your goods at. I mean, for vlogging, obviously YouTube is the go-to source, and there's no money involved there. But here I would definitely go after something you are super passionate about and have a level of expertise, whatever that. And you could be, if it was a level from 1 to 100, and if you're at level 2, that's cool. Even if you're level 1, I still think it's cool because there's information that you can share. And as you heard me say towards the end of our interview episode this week with Tom Gaddis, right? If you're 1, 2, 3 steps ahead of other folks that you're going to market your vlog to, then you can bring them along as you continue to level up your expertise. Now, here's one that most people don't think about: baking. Look, if baking is your passion, you could make it your profession. And if you think about it, you probably already have a lot of the investment you're already going to need. I think the big investment would be an oven. And if you're just starting out, you could probably get away with, for a while, with the home oven, but then you'll probably have to level up to a more upscale and industry level oven. And if you're enthusiastic about baking, you can prepare cakes and muffins and cookies and homemade bakery items. And here's the really cool thing about this: you could market this from a few different angles, right? Your huge customer base could be the people that would eat those goods, the people that would look to you to make those goods and customize them for whatever event they may be having. I mean, maybe there's not a whole lot of those going on. Or then you can turn around and, sell the recipes. There's an opportunity. You could do video versions of you doing these things, either in real time or sped up time. Now you can make that a subscription base, start selling your education, right? So there's a whole number of different avenues you could go with this particular one. Here's an interesting one. My daughter makes me think of this one: a stylist. All right, so there's this, I want to look good on camera. I want to look good on my selfies, right? There's this whole presentation competition going out there in the marketplace. So you could actually leverage this, right? You could become someone's personal stylist. If you're one of those people that just has a knack for fashion and a knack for, I'll even go makeup and hairstyling. And I'm not saying you need to learn hairstyling, but certainly you could coach someone and give someone guidance on good outfits, right? Suggestions for outfits for their workplace. Maybe they're going on an interview. Maybe it's just their daily presentation. What kind of outfits best represent my personality? And whatever that personality is, now you can coordinate that with makeup and hair and those outfits like I mentioned, and you become the expert go-to for that advice. Now here's the cool thing: the way you want to leverage this isn't just selling the advice. Again, if you create affiliate links to the different products you're suggesting, hey, for this type of makeup application I'm talking about here are the three best pieces of best market, the best makeup on the market, right? I'm stumbling over my words as I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say here. For this makeup application that I'm talking about here are the three products I recommend. And you could do an affiliate link with that particular product manufacturer, or perhaps linked right into your Amazon using an affiliate Amazon linking. And then you can do the same thing with the clothing, the shoes, the pants, the dresses, the blouses, the undergarments. You name it, you cover the whole gamut. I mean, there's really, the sky's the limit on this one. Styling can go beyond just that. There's the accessories, right? The earrings, the handbags, the necklaces, the belts, right? For guys and ladies, right? There's different types of handbags for guys. So just, use that one. Use your imagination on that one. Now, for my more, we'll call them digitally savvy, ladies and gentlemen, you could become a developer. This one is in high demand, right? Creating apps and websites. And I would start with picking a niche on this one, right? Hey, I'm going to go create apps for veterinarians, and you can link the vets with their pet owners. There's what problem can you solve in there, and let's go reach out to those vets and say, hey, I have an idea for an app. What do you think? Right? And now you connect those two, and bam, you're off to the races. Creating websites. I reluctantly say this because I know as I surf my area of influence, I see website folks always trying to sell their services. Some are probably got fantastic skills, others are not. I think if you're going to travel down this road, have some sort of specialty in here. That way you can tout that specialty. Hey, I really specialize in websites that do X, or websites that maybe it's e-commerce websites versus just your static conversion websites, or your static salesy kind of websites, or your static kind of, hey, here's my I'm new in the business, or I'm a speaker kind of thing. Maybe that's it. Maybe you specialize in websites for speakers. Whatever it is, narrow down your niche and go focus on them. And then what you'll find will happen is as you focus on whatever your niche is, they'll start telling other folks about you that are outside their niche, and then you'll get that business as well. The next one, and I've done this one a long time ago, might be a bit of a struggle in 2020, but the next one still is event planning. There are still some events going on out there and people that want to make them happen. Now, if you could come in with ideas that fit within what we're experiencing in our crazy times in in 2019 with COVID-19, etc., or 2020. Good God, I just can't speak worth a darn today, can I? You could come in and maybe call yourself the event planner for social distancing, whatever it is. Come up with some unique ideas and events that could happen. Maybe they're digital events, right? How could you come in and help someone host their event in a way that's safe? Maybe it's all digital. Maybe it's part virtual and part live. Now you can do the social distancing. Now there's another way event planners get paid good money. And again, you got to be passionate about this one. I really think you probably got to be passionate about all of them, right? Which is why you want to turn it into a business, because you're going to have to show up and work every day. Number 6 for us, I think here is photography. There are so many folks out there that just have a skill. They have this unique artistic ability to take a picture or see something and like, wow, that would be amazing if you did this with the camera, did that with the camera. I know in my Instagram feed, I see a number of photographers and they're just using their iPhones, but they're coming up with these amazing ideas. So now you can do that for someone. Or here's the next thing, and all these I think could be turned into courses, right? If you are a photographer, you have that skill, and you're just going to keep learning it because it's one of your passions. Well, now you can take and turn that learning into a course you could teach others that are further back in your journey. Maybe they're just getting started. They don't have hundreds of dollars to invest in whatever cool SLR digital camera is out there, and you want to share with them how they can do the cool kind of photography at a much lower price point. And then you can start showing them the tricks and the tips and the ideas that right now they have no idea. I'm like, I'm looking at some of these online and saying, wow, this is cool. I would have never thought of that. Trust me, there are people out there that aren't thinking about it. And you're like, I think everyone knows this. Next one, interior design. I have a friend that's in the interior design business, and she makes a really good living at it. And again, this comes back to the personal stylist. This could be actually an extension of that. People pay other folks to come in and arrange their homes, make their homes to beautify them. I know it's a little late for this year, but there's the holidays. I think New Year's. Again, I probably should have dropped this one for you earlier, but there's always something going on where people want to beautify their home, and there are some folks out there that really want to change the look of their home as the seasons change, right? Trust me, I'm not one of them, but I've seen them and been friends with those folks who are like, okay, well, it's the fall season. I need to have these more fall-y colors or holiday focused colors. Then spring rolls around, then summer. And it's not like changing their furniture, but it's a few pieces of artwork, right? Maybe changing the curtains or what have you, some rugs that gives it that spring feel, all right? And you might want to be one of those folks that says, hey, I have that kind of skill. I have that ability to see that in a room and how you brighten up a room or how you darken a room or how you make the room more cheery, or it's a small space and how you make that space look bigger, right? There are all these techniques and tips on that. You can share those techniques and tips. And again, when it comes to that artwork and those mirrors and those curtains, you can sell that to them, if you have that product directly, or if you don't, you can sell it via affiliate links and cash in on that as well. Okay, I'm going to go with one that's a little more unique, and it's going to cost a few dollars in the process. Maybe you have some access to this, but a food truck, right? If you've watched any of my Facebook lives on Friday is Taco Day. We're lucky enough to have this amazing Hispanic food truck down the street, and I'll go to it every Friday and get tacos and burritos for Grandpa, and we enjoy the heck out of them. If you enjoy cooking, but you could prepare the food, in your home to really get started start off and then go around to different workplaces or places where there's high foot traffic and sell your wares and then build up a momentum like that. One of the cool things about this is, if you think about it on a smaller scale and you prepare in the home first, you could really level this up. I think the last one I'm going to leave you with because I'm seeing the clock near what I like to be is our cutoff time, is tutoring. Right? There are so many things that people are trying to learn, and this could be scholastic, or it could just be other educational courses, teaching them music, teaching them investing, teaching them, NLP skills, teaching them marketing skills. What are the things that you've learned over the course of your time on this big blue spinning planet that or that you take for granted because they're so easy? So now you can flip those into a course, and start sharing some of those nuggets on your Facebook or on your YouTube, and then sell the course. All right. And this is one of those opportunities where you create the course once and you sell it over and over again, and you sell the value for money versus selling the hours for money. I don't think that was 10, like it says in the title, so I'm going to change the title to 9, I do believe. We're running out of time here, but there are all kinds of opportunities that you could really sit down and start right now. So maybe hopefully some of these ideas will spark some more ideas inside your head, and you can get out there and start rocking and rolling. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about the 7 mistakes you're going to want to avoid in your entrepreneurial journey. Until then, I'm going to leave you, as I always do, think successfully and take action.
Thank you for listening to the Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
Thanks for tuning in.
Check us out at www.darkhorseschooling.com.
All right.
My name is Tracy Brinkman.